Me 26F working at law firm as paralegal assistant. Always thought alimony was fair compensation for sacrificing career opportunities. Women deserve support after dedicating years to marriage and family. That changed when Uncle Robert tried to modify alimony payments. Been paying ex-wife Janet $3,500 monthly for 15 years. They were married 8 years total, no kids together ever. She was 26 when divorced. Now 49, still getting paid. Uncle had heart attack last year, can't work construction anymore. Doctors say he needs to retire or risk dying literally. Tried getting alimony reduced due to medical disability and age. Janet's lawyer fought it, saying she's accustomed to lifestyle now. Judge denied modification, said original agreement stands forever, apparently. Uncle now, 64, working construction with heart condition to pay. Janet remarried wealthy doctor 5 years ago, lives luxuriously, but state doesn't recognize remarriage as reason to stop. She posts Caribbean vacation photos while Uncle takes heart medication, works 12-hour days in summer heat, risking death daily. Asked family lawyer about this insanity. He laughed darkly. Lifetime alimony means lifetime, no exceptions in this state. Showed me case files of men in similar situations trapped. James 72 still paying ex from 1985, marriage lasting 6 years. She inherited millions from parents, still gets his pension check. Tried modifying payment 7 times, all denied by different judges. Now lives in studio apartment while she owns 3 homes. Drives 1992 Honda Civic while she has new Mercedes yearly. Eats ramen noodles while she dines at 5-star restaurants. Another case, Mark lost his job during COVID, couldn't pay. Judge held him in contempt, jailed for 30 days immediately. Lost apartment while in jail. Now homeless, still owes alimony. Living in car but must pay $2,000 monthly or jail. Showed up to court in same clothes wearing for weeks. Judge said, find a way to pay or go back. His ex testified, she needs money for yoga teacher training. Completely serious about needing his money for luxury hobby. Judge sided with her, said her needs haven't changed. Mark had executive job before COVID, now works fast food. 3 minimum wage jobs, trying to avoid jail for non-payment. Ex knows this, posts about it mockingly on social media. My journey requires his financial support. Spiritually, she writes publicly. Shows pictures of meditation retreats he's funding while homeless. Uncle tried declaring bankruptcy to escape lifetime alimony payments desperately. Lawyer explained, alimony survives. Bankruptcy can't discharge it ever legally. Student loans, credit cards, everything else can be discharged, but alimony is forever like child support without the child. Janet never worked during marriage by choice, not necessity. Had college degree, chose not to use it deliberately. Claimed she sacrificed career, but really just didn't want to work. Spent days shopping, lunching with friends while Uncle worked. Now, Uncle pays for that choice until he dies, literally. Watched Uncle's health deteriorate from stress and overwork rapidly. Hands shake from exhaustion, face gray from heart problems. Still climbs ladders in July. Heat because stopping means jail. Takes nitroglycerin pills between jobs to keep heart going. Paramedics called twice to job sites when he collapsed. Back working next day because missing work means missing payment. Janet knows about his heart condition, doesn't care at all. Told mutual friend he can die working, not her problem. She earned that money by being married 8 years ago. Actually said, hopes he lives long enough to keep paying. Uncle showed me, his budget makes me sick seeing it. $3,500 to Janet $800, rent $200, food. Nothing left over, no retirement savings at 64, working until death certain. Can't afford heart medication. Some months chooses food instead. Meanwhile, Janet's household income over $300K with Dr. Husband, but she still needs Uncle's money for some reason. Bought 3rd vacation home with accumulated alimony payments last year. Named it Rob's Rest, mocking Uncle Robert on social media. Tried researching lifetime alimony laws, made me furious, honestly. Only few states still have it considered outdated everywhere else. But changing laws doesn't help men, already trapped paying. Grandfather clause keeps them enslaved to ex-wives forever. Found online support groups, thousands of men sharing similar stories. 70-year-olds working Walmart to pay 40-year alimony. Men who can't retire, ever because payments never end. Veterans losing disability benefits to pay ex-wives alimony. Men with dementia in nursing homes still garnished for payments. Some kill themselves rather than work to death paying. Suicide notes mention alimony as primary reason for decision. Cheaper to die than live as slave to ex-wife. Life insurance goes to kids, not ex-wives at least. Uncle considered it, told me during Thanksgiving dinner quietly. Showed me his life insurance policy already had planned. I cried, begged him to keep fighting, find another way. But what way exists when system designed to trap? Lawyers won't even take modification cases anymore. Waste of time. Judges won't modify no matter what circumstances change drastically. Terminal cancer. Not enough reason to reduce payments apparently. Showed me case where man with stage 4 cancer. Still ordered to pay full amount during chemotherapy treatments somehow. Died 6 months later. Ex-wife sued estate for missed payments. One judgment against his children's inheritance taking everything. One man paying alimony while on dialysis 3 times weekly. Judge said disability payments count as income pay from that. His ex, perfectly healthy, retired early on his payments. Travels world while he's hooked to machines staying alive. Posted thank you for funding my dreams on Facebook. Tagged him in post while he was having kidney transplant. He died 2 months later. She attended funeral asking about life insurance benefits she thought she was entitled to. His sister threw her out of funeral home physically. Janet tried similar thing with uncle's life insurance policy. Called company claiming she should be beneficiary, not us. Said, lifetime alimony means she owns his life essentially. Insurance company actually had to get lawyers involved. Uncle's new girlfriend helps him pay rent sometimes secretly. If Janet finds out she'll claim cohabitation, increased his ability. Might demand increase in payments based on girlfriend's contribution, so they can't live together openly or risk more. Girlfriend watches man, she loves killing himself for ex-wife. Can't marry him because new spouse income counts against him. Trapped in permanent limbo because of 8-year marriage. That ended 15 years ago, but never really ends. She cries watching him take heart pills before work. Knows every shift might be his last, but powerless. Uncle missed my graduation too tired from double shifts. Missed Christmas morning, fell asleep in truck between jobs. Missing life, working to death for woman who hates him. Missed his own mother's funeral because he couldn't afford. To take day off work without missing alimony payment. Janet called him loser when serving divorce papers originally. Now that loser funds her entire lifestyle by law. The feminist in me struggled to defend this system. Tried arguing she deserved compensation for those 8 years. But 15 years of payments seems like enough compensation. Actually did math. He's paid her over $630K total. For 8-year marriage, that's almost $80K per year. She gave him nothing in return except brief companionship. No kids, no career sacrifice, just 8 years existing. My professor said that's price of women's emotional labor. But what about his emotional labor working to death? Uncle will die paying her. That's certain fate sealed. Doctors give him 5 years if he keeps working, 10 if he retires, but retirement means jail time. So 5 years until death by alimony induced overwork. Already planning funeral because he knows it's coming soon. Asked me to make sure Janet doesn't attend service. Tried writing article about lifetime alimony reform for blog. Editor killed it, said, attacking women's rights too controversial. Protecting Janet's yoga money more important than uncle's life. That's when I realized feminism protects female privilege only. Not equality or justice, just maximum benefit for women. Looked up voting records on alimony reform bills failing. Women's groups lobby against reform every time it's proposed. National Organization for Women calls reform anti-woman agenda. But forcing men to work until death, that's pro-woman. Uncle Robert will die, building Janet's dream life working. Heart will explode on job site, she'll keep collecting. From his Social Security death, benefits probably forever somehow. Already consulted lawyers about getting his Social Security. She won 8 years in divorce court decades ago. He got life sentence of hard labor until death. That's what lifetime alimony really means for men trapped. Working until death to fund ex-wife's permanent vacation lifestyle. No escape through bankruptcy, disability, or even terminal illness coming. Only death frees them from court-ordered slavery system permanently. And we wonder why marriage rates keep dropping every year. Smart men see Uncle Robert and choose staying single forever. Better alone than enslaved to someone who leaves you eventually. 8 years of marriage costs lifetime of servitude, paying constantly. That's the deal men sign up for unknowingly getting married. And feminists wonder why men won't commit anymore to women. Would you sign contract that might enslave you for life? Based on someone else's decision to leave later wanting money. Uncle Robert wouldn't if he knew the cost going in. Asked him if he regrets marrying Janet back then. He said no because marriage taught him valuable lesson. That men's lives have no value in divorce court. Only their wallets matter, and those belong to ex-wives. Now he knows, but it's too late to escape payments. He'll die paying Janet. That's his life's purpose now, apparently. That's what I learned about lifetime alimony recently researching this. It's not support. It's slavery with judge's approval, stamped officially. And men can't escape once the trap springs shut permanently. Janet will outlive him by decades, collecting checks still probably. Living well on dead man's labor, extracted by court order. That's equality in family court, where men always lose everything, and women win prizes for simply having been married once. Uncle Robert's story opened my eyes to systemic male slavery. Disguised as fair compensation for women's supposed sacrifice during marriage. But 8 years doesn't equal lifetime of payments, reasonably speaking. Yet here we are, watching good men work to death. Paying ex-wives who despise them, living luxury lives freely. While they die broken from forced labor, essentially. That's the American family court system, working as designed intentionally. Protecting women's comfort over men's lives every single time. Uncle Robert deserves to retire with dignity. Not die working. But Janet deserves his money more, according to the court. So he'll die, and she'll vacation on his life insurance. That's the future awaiting any man who says I do. Lifetime alimony means exactly what it says. Lifetime slavery. Uncle taught me that lesson with his destroyed life.